This dab Verty 400 submersible pump has a removable back cover, and normally you would push this lever down to the auto setting and then push it a little bit more and the back cover would pop off. However, mine is not opening at all. It's not getting past that setting, so in fact it only goes in manual mode. And then what I've noticed is that this is not manual mode at all, so there's a dual problem here. And because I found a novel solution, I wanted to share this with you if you are in this position. So the first thing I had to do was to loosen these screws at the bottom. There are about 6 of them. This is the cover of the inlet, and you'll find that this plastic doesn't come off very easily, so you have to use a flat screwdriver. Just ply it off gently. I've done this already, so it's really coming off easy now. Alright, yeah, obviously try and keep the screws together. Now the next thing you need to do is to take off this float here, and the way I did that was to use a set of pliers to pinch this plastic expansion system here until you can pull off that little float. Now you have to work really gently here because this plastic system is quite delicate. It won't put up a lot of abuse, so you have to really be careful. I just pinch those 2 little wings and push them in while pulling with my hand. So I push them in with the nose pliers and started pulling on the float. So now that it's in sufficiently, I can pull this float off completely. I'm trying to do this very gently, and it's off. Alright, so now the next step is to release this armature here. As you can see, this is the problem. As you can see at the back, is that this armature got stuck under the plastic switch arm. This is supposed to be, that little tab is supposed to be behind the bigger tab coming in from the back cover. Fortunately this slides right out, so I hope you can see, but what I had to do was to pull out the switch lever to make some space, and then you just need to gently slide out this part here. Here's a better angle. You can see the little nubs on the side come right out, and there we are, liberated. So now, going back to the cover switch, you can push the lever down as you normally would, and the back cover comes right off. For reassembly, you need to obviously do the reverse. So we'll see this little magnet in here that switches that's the actual float valve mechanism. So now we just need to line up those little wings with the groove. You can hear the switch engaging and disengaging. And critically, when you put the cover back, make sure that it is in the up position and that the cover switch is in the down position, so that that tab in the middle of the screen, if you can see that, ends up below that trigger over there. And voila, the cover is back on. I will now put the little float back into position. So the hollow piece goes underneath because that's where the wings are resting. And it's really just a case of pushing this back on as gently as you can. In fact, what I'm going to do is take the cover off again, put the rod in first and then close it back. So there we are. I'm just going to push this on gently, just using 2 hands. The float is back in position. I'll make sure that the switch is high. This switch is low. And the cover just clicks back in place. Now it can go through all positions. Then I just need to put the cover back on and fasten the screws. I hope it helps.